Hello and welcome to Podcast Town. This is the show where we are talking about podcasts. And I am here, one of the hosts of the show, Chris McCarthy, and I'm joined by my co-host,
Rob Haddon. And I'd just like to say, we're not just here talking about podcasts in general. We're not trying to explain what they are. Look, we're not the Urban Dictionary for podcasts. Okay?
No, and we're not actually talking about them that much at all. We're just playing them.
We're finding them for you, right? You're out there going, oh God, I've listened to all these podcasts. I'm so bored by all these podcasts, so many mainstream podcasts. And how do you find, that niche stuff that's really good, that really clicks with you, right? That stuff that really gets you fucking going. Well, that's what we do for you.
We are here to get you fucking going. And we're doing that again today. These are podcasts that you have not heard of.
Yeah.
And we can say that with almost 100% certainty.
Well, you and I have heard of them.
Well, you and I have.
So don't look at me and say you haven't heard of it.
Well, I was actually talking to the audience that time, Rob.
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I didn't
usually
mean to
you and me
offend
talking.
you. Right.
We're not usually just talking at the audience. So.
Yeah. I mean, but you and I know these shows that we're playing.
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't want to brag.
Yeah.
But we discovered them.
We've kind of discovered these in a way.
Yeah. We were listening to these way before any of you were.
Yeah. And we're not bragging and we're not being like, yeah, we're cooler than you, but we're telling you that this is cool. You don't know about it. We're cool. You're probably not. But now you can be cool.
You can be
and
cool.
what you can do is listen to this podcast. And then next time you're hanging out with your friends and they're talking about podcasts and they're like, hey, have you heard the new Serial? And the other guy's like, hey, have you heard the new Ask Me Another? And the other guy's like, hey, have you heard the new Joe Rogan? And the other guy's like, hey, have you heard the new Serial season 3?
The other guy's like, hey, have you heard the new Freakonomics?
Like that. You can say, actually, I don't listen to mainstream podcasts. I listen to the underground shit, the real good shit that you haven't heard of, and now I know about it and you don't.
I'm probably thinking we probably should have called this podcast the Podcast Underground.
It's not too late.
It's not too late.
Nope. We'll get back to you on that. Or I guess if you are playing this and it is called that, then we decided to change it. But
yeah, it's our podcast, not yours, all right?
No, we can do whatever we want. So anyway, the show that we're talking about today is a very interesting one, I think. And it's actually about people in the witness protection program, which I find fascinating.
Fascinating. Well, you never meet them. And if you do,
that's
you don't know
the thing.
it.
Like, there's people in witness protection. There's a lot of people in witness protection that they don't have a voice because they are afraid to speak up. And this podcast that we're going to play you today is a show aimed at giving those people a voice in society. Mm-hmm. I think that's a great thing.
It's been pretty, eye-opening to hear what these people go through.
It's fascinating. And I don't even want to say too much more. Let's just play it and then you can see.
All right, so play it.
Okay.
Welcome back to another episode of Can I Get a Witness? If you're joining us again, you know what we do here. I am your host, the Ostrich, because I have to keep my head in the sand to keep myself safe. So for those of you, this is your first episode tuning in. This is a podcast for those of us in the Witness Protection Program. Some of us have seen things, and some of us have done things we're not proud of. But this is a place where we can all come together, find a common ground, and let each other know that you're not alone out there. It's not just you. There's plenty of us in the Witness Protection Program. We can't tell you who we are. We can't really know each other, but through voice modulation and IP address screening and pressing star 67 before you call somebody, we're able to stay anonymous here. A little update from last week. We had a close friend of mine, someone who's been calling in. He had quite the interesting story. He would say that his sister was a politician, doing very well for herself. Won a close race a couple of years ago. I'm sorry, no. He said she lost a close race. No, you know what? It was a landslide for the other guy, I believe it was. Anyway, it was, was, I guess. So he's dead now. He died this past week. He gave up a few too many details about who he was. I have no idea who he is. I've never been able to guess once, but we've had this a few times where people divulge a few facts about themselves, mostly because I'm asking personal questions. And you know what? That's something we're gonna try to turn around in this show. So if you are afraid to call in, you're a long-time listener, first-time caller, or never-time caller, let's be the first time tonight. Call in, tell us your story, and I promise I won't uncover you. In other news, Hillary Clinton's brother just passed away. Her youngest brother. I don't know why I felt the need to share that. I don't know. Anyway, so tonight we do have a guest here with me in the studio. He's wearing a ski mask. That way I can't see him. But here he is, sitting across from me. I'll let him introduce himself.
Hi, Ostrich. Great to be here. Thank you for having me, and thank you for doing this show. It means a lot to us out there in the protection.
As it does me. It means a lot to me to be able to talk to people who are in my same situation.
And you're okay with me seeing you because you're not wearing a mask.
I am okay. You don't know me. You just know me as the Ostrich, and I prefer.
Okay. You look a little like
I've never had anyone in the studio before.
Okay.
I'm taking a big risk here.
Right.
But please, I'd love for people to get an image of who this... I mean, you hear my voice every week, and you really have no idea what it sounds like because I'm modulating it.
It's a fake voice.
It's
yes,
a
but
fake voice.
You remind me of the guy... You know what?
A lot of us have been on the news. A lot of us have been on the news because we killed somebody or we witnessed a killing.
Yeah.
You remember the guy, hide your kids, hide your wife?
Antoine,
that guy was...
Antoine Dodson?
That guy was on the news. I assume he's now in witness protection.
He's in witness protection.
I haven't heard from him since then. Have you?
The guy from the viral video, Bed Intruder? Is that what we're talking about?
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Hide your wife.
Yes.
They're taking everybody's grandmas, I think he says.
Not quite, yes.
They're snatching everybody up in here.
They're snatching your people up, yes.
That's it, they're snatching your people up, yes.
Yes.
Would you like to tell us a little bit about what brings you here today?
Sure. Well, first of all, my name is Bob.
Bob.
Filliams.
Bob Filliams. Mm-hmm. Bob Filliams. I like that.
Yeah, and so
Fabio Filliams?
Bob is not short for Fabio.
Oh, it's not your Christian name?
It's actually I guess short for Fabert. But can I tell you about a crime I saw?
Yes, I would love to hear what brought you here and how has it been going since you've entered witness protection?
It has been a rough couple of days, let me tell you, because first of all, I had to throw away my wallet.
Oh, when did you enter witness protection?
Oh, Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yes.
Okay, today is Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, so when I said a couple, it's kind of, yesterday.
It takes a day to process into the system.
Yep.
I do keep you waiting there in what they call...
I just can't, let me tell you something.
Prison.
I came from the DMV.
Yeah.
Huh. Have you heard about the lines at that place?
I'll tell you what, the lines there are significantly longer than the witness protection lines.
And the people, not so nice.
Not so nice. Well, because they send you straight from witness protection straight to the DMV.
Well, you have to get a new license. Yes, of course.
And they're like, this is weird. We are right next to the witness protection agency, and we constantly get people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s who drove themselves here who are asking for a license. They don't know their name yet.
It all started Monday night. I went to a concert to see my favorite band.
Who's that?
Alien Ant Farm. Now,
they do a really good cover of Michael Jackson.
I guess, maybe. I don't know.
Would you not call it good?
Oh, I don't know what I don't know what song you're referring to, but
the one I think so. He's singing to a child named Annie.
I mean, if you're talking about the band that sings the songs like These Days, Movies, Attitude, Around the Block, Courage, that band, that's my band.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's my favorite band.
Yeah, I've never heard of any of those songs.
Oh, well, that's weird.
I know the one video
not an Alien Ant Farm fan,
where
guess.
I think he was walking down a sidewalk with like some weird coloring lighting and there was a white picket fence, and I think he was singing a Michael Jackson song.
Don't know.
No? Okay.
So anyway, I go to the show, and I'm so excited to hear some of my favorite songs like Homage, Bad Morning, Summer, Sticks and Stones, Happy Death Day, those songs. I'm excited to hear those.
Happy Death Day? Isn't that a movie?
It might be. It's also an Alien Ant Farm song.
Oh, okay.
So I'm very excited, by the way, to see this. my favorite band. And I go and I'm thinking, hey, I'll get in line for a drink before I go in.
Sure.
Get myself a nice Coke Zero. And I'm in line, and the guy in front of me is also in line, and he says, I will have 2 beers.
Oh,
2.
yeah.
Now,
One for him and one for a friend.
one for him and one for a friend, I suppose. Now, there is a sign right next to him that says 1 alcoholic beverage per customer.
Oh boy. You know what? I'll tell you. Some people they've never learned how to read.
So I say, excuse me, sir. Did you see the sign? That the sign that they put up that says you can only have 1 alcoholic beverage? And he turned around and looked at me
Yeah.
and said, I'm gonna kill your whole family.
Wow. That was pretty aggressive.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Was your family there with you at
No,
the concert? Oh,
no.
okay.
I don't know what this guy's problem. It was a little extreme. And honestly, the fact that I'm in witness protection is kind of bullshit because it's not even that big a deal. Like getting 2 alcoholic drinks at the Alien Ant Farm show instead of 1.
So you're in witness protection because
I was just-
some drunk guy at a concert told you he was going to kill your whole family when you told him you could only get 1 alcoholic beverage?
Yeah,
Okay.
essentially.
I'm assuming you left the concert immediately? Or did you stay for the rest of the concert because of your favorite band?
I mean, am I not gonna watch my favorite band play Calico or Pink Tea or Supreme Lifestyle or Whisper live in Germany?
That's the name of the song?
No, that's my favorite version of that song is from their Live in Germany album from 2009.
So you wanted them to you wanted them to do a cover of their live version that they played in Germany?
What if I missed Crickets or It Could Happen or Constitution, but the second T is a 2, number 2. So obviously, it's rhetorical.
Yeah.
Ostrich, I did go into the concert
The
and
Ostrich.
I did watch the show. I was sitting next to the guy. I happened to be sitting right next to him in the show.
Oh, okay.
Did we have a good time? Yes.
Oh, you guys then reconciled.
Well, he gave me the other drink. Like the venue did not abide by their own rules, and they actually gave him 2 beers.
Oh boy. I hope you corrected them.
He came over to me. He realized he was sitting next to me. He said, "Sorry about that. I am kind of going through some stuff, and I'm on and off my medication. But honestly, that was a little extreme, and I am sorry. And would you like this other beer?" And I said, "Yeah, sure, thank you." And so we watched the rest of the show, and we ended up linked arm and singing aloud in unison with
that's
Lord
nice.
Knows and Getting Closer and Denigrates.
All these songs that I don't even think Alien Ant Farm knows that they play these songs. I'll be honest with you.
I was a little drunk at this point.
Right. 1 beer.
It was not just 1 beer. I forgot to mention.
Okay.
We went back. He and I went back separately and just kept getting like 2, sometimes 3 beers each.
Yeah.
And coming back. And then there was a moment, I think it was one of the songs I don't really like from Alien Ant Farm called These Days, or maybe it was Never Meant, or maybe it was Goodbye, or maybe it was Rubber Mallets. It was one of those where I said, why don't we go to the bathroom? And I had some Coke in my pocket, and he was like, yeah, I'm down for that. So we went into the bathroom. We did a lot of cocaine. Came back out, just in time for Glow, which they went right into Quiet with like an extended jam, the song Quiet.
How long was his set list?
Well, I mean, that was getting near the encore.
Okay.
But of course, they still played 1,000 Days and Drifting Apart and SS Recognize, which is actually originally from their Greatest Hits album.
The Greatest Hits album had a song that no one had ever heard before?
Yeah, the original song.
Yeah, they seem like they have enough songs that they could have just filled it up with what they got, never mind add something new. That's fine. So you guys did a bunch of coke in the bathroom.
We did a bunch of coke
Sounds
in the
illegal,
bathroom.
first of all.
Yeah.
It's okay though, because no one knows who you are here. That's okay.
Which, of course, yeah.
Right.
Me, Bob Williams.
Yeah, Fobbert. Yeah.
Robert Williams. So,
Bob Williams?
I'm sorry, who is that? Why did you say that name?
It just, I don't know. For some reason,
Why did you just say that
popped
name?
into my head. I don't know. I say
What
things
made you
sometimes.
say the name, though?
You said Bob Williams. It sounded like Bob Williams. I was trying to think, what
It does
kind
not.
of real name could that be?
No. See, now here's... My name is Fob.
Yeah.
Okay?
Fobert.
Nothing, no relation, nothing to do with anyone named whatever the other name was you said.
Bob Williams.
Please stop saying it. So anyway, we leave the show. We're cruising around, feeling high on our drugs, our cocaine and beer bender, and having fun. And we decide we're just going to start knocking mailboxes out with baseball bats. So we're getting at it. And there's people coming outside and they're yelling at us, hey, stop that.
Did they see you coming? They actually saw you guys coming?
Well, some of them did. They were outside. And they saw us do the 10 mailboxes before theirs.
Was this a daytime concert that you were at? Why were so many people outside?
This was a festival show.
Okay.
And yes, it ended at about 4 p.m.
They were on like a side stage?
They were not on the main stage,
They had that
unfortunately.
many songs and were on the side stage?
When they played words from the UK bonus track from the album Truant, the place went fucking apeshit. The Ostrich, sorry. You've never been to an Alien Ant Farm show, I assume.
No,
You should go.
I went to a concert.
You should go. We should go.
Time. I was
You
at
and
a
me should
concert.
go.
You and I should.
Let's go see Alien Ant Farm.
I don't know. I don't know any of those songs.
I mean, I just rattled off
I understand.
almost half of them.
You could say a bunch of names, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to understand the music.
Come with me. It's good. We're gonna have so much fun.
Okay.
Anyway, so we're hitting these mailboxes.
Yeah, one after another.
One after another.
Bam.
Bang, bang, bang. And after the 10th one, the people are coming outside on the lawns because they're seeing us and they're hearing us. And then
Because you're yelling bang, bang, bang.
well, we're yelling, yes, and
Yeah.
we're blaring Alien Ant Farm
Oh, okay.
out of the car stereo.
You're still vibing on the concert.
Oh my God, I was vibing so hard. So, we're knocking these mailboxes over and we're blaring Yellow Pages and Simpatico and Burning and Let 'Em Know. Anyway, we started smashing the people because they were started blocking their mailboxes, being like, don't hit mine, like that. And then
Where were you hitting them?
the people?
Yeah.
I mean, wherever the bat was, I was just holding the bat out the window at this point. We're going a good $120, and we're hauling ass. And so the bat is striking people, neck, jaw, some forehead, straight to the dome.
So you're going mostly for the cranium.
Well, it depends how tall they are, honestly,
Yeah.
because I'm just holding the bat out at
Okay,
this
so
point.
like a child, you might miss.
I missed a lot of children.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a lot of kids.
Yeah.
They were
5 p.m.
spared.
Okay.
I should say.
Yeah, by the grace of God, right?
Yeah, sure, you could say that. The people who were adults, not so lucky,
Yeah.
took a few out.
So when did this joyride end? When you were just smashing all these people in the face with a baseball bat?
So we must have hit something, right? Because
You hit a lot of things.
no, with the car.
Oh.
Yeah, well, no, we hit a lot of things
Yeah,
and
yeah.
people and
Is it vehicular manslaughter if you are in a car and hit someone in the face with a baseball bat?
that's exactly what my lawyer asked.
Dude.
The police.
Okay.
So
He's asking the police the law?
he's not a great lawyer. I didn't say he was good. So we end up crashing into something, I presume, because I wake up, I'm being pried from the car. That is now in it's in a couple of pieces.
The car is in pieces.
It's in two halves, you could say.
Split down the middle? Lengthwise? Sideways?
Yeah, lengthwise, split down the middle. And I'm on the passenger side, obviously. My new friend, Steve, is on the other side in the driver's seat.
Right.
And they're prying us both out of the windows.
Even though the middle of the car is wide open.
Yes. We had our seatbelts on. I mean, we're not crazy. So,
But they're still trying to take you out through the window.
yes. Next thing I know, we're in the police station. And,
Not the hospital.
well, they said, we should probably bring you to the hospital. I was like, I'm fine. Look at me. And they said, okay, fine. Well, then we are bringing you to the police.
Right, so you're still completely coked out at this point, I assume, right? To where you're just basically one giant ball of adrenaline?
I could feel no pain.
Right.
At that moment.
Yeah.
Now, I'm in some pain. I mean, this was 3 days ago. So we go into, long story short, to be honest with you, we go to the police station and they're like, do you know why you are here? And they start reading me my Miranda rights. And I said, stop right there. I'd like to go into witness protection.
Oh, so for you, this is a loophole in the system.
I don't know that I'd call it that.
You've now, I assume, murdered several people with a baseball bat, injured critically a bunch of others, and then split a car down the middle. By the way, what did you hit?
They say,
Who's they?
the news
Okay.
says that we hit, the Flatiron building. It kind of comes to a point.
In Manhattan?
Yeah.
It comes to a nice curved point.
We slammed into that thing I presume we were still going 120 miles per hour.
So you were flying through Flatiron at 120 miles an hour in the afternoon.
Not get mailboxes. You know how all the houses in the Flatiron district have mailboxes outside?
I am aware that there is a famous row in Flatiron of homes, single-family homes that all have beautiful mailboxes, ornate mailboxes, right out there on, I believe, Fifth Avenue?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I said I'd like to go into witness protection. They said no chance, no, you have to post bail. I did so. I immediately left. I went to the DMV. I changed my name, and I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you posted bail, and you left the DMV, and then,
new man.
You left the police station.
Yes.
How did you change your name?
I went into the DMV, and I said, hello, my name is Fob Filliams. I'd like a new license.
And they said, sure, here you go.
Not exactly. Remember when I said that the people at the DMV are not very nice?
No, they probably didn't say here you go. They probably give you a little bit of a hard time.
They gave me a very hard time.
Very hard time.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it did involve the police being called again, and them coming down. Anyway,
Here you are.
that is my story. Here I am. Yes.
Well, welcome to Witness Protection. I have to say,
Thank you.
you're going to love it here.
Great. And now the show is just starting?
Yeah, this is
Welcome to Witness Protection. Okay, I thought you meant the show.
No, that's my other podcast, which is what I think you're on the wrong show.
Yeah.
I have a show. This is for people who've been in witness protection for a long time and feel like
Yeah.
they need someone to reach out to. I have another show called Welcome to Witness Protection.
I see.
Which is really to help you understand how to do, what this is, what witness protection is.
I have to say,
there's a manual. By the way, congratulations. You are now in witness protection. You are part of a very exclusive club.
Now, the fact that I am hearing sirens,
Yes.
that's nothing to be worried about, right?
Not unless you've done anything wrong, no.
Okay.
Most of us here are in witness protection because we're in witness protection,
Right.
right?
So
we've
sirens-
gone through the witness protection agency.
The sirens that are getting
We've been given
closer
social security numbers. And,
and louder.
yeah, no, it's not because I pressed the
shouldn't.
panic button underneath the table or anything.
Okay. Cool. If you don't mind, are we basically done? Because
We are done.
I actually have to go.
We are done. You can go.
I do have to go.
I will close. I'll close out. It's okay.
Okay, great.
All right.
I'm gonna go go right now. Okay.
Okay,
bye.
that was Fob Williams, everyone. He is gone. He has left the room. The sirens are getting much louder. I think that's probably about it for me as well.
You pigs.
Okay, and that's I think that's Fob in the background yelling "fuck you pigs." I did not know that there was a. Anyway, this has been another episode of Can I Get a Witness? And as always, I'd like to leave you with my catchphrase, which is they can't find you, but you can find yourself. Until next week, everybody.
Okay, how about that?
Guy was really into Alien Ant Farm. like really.
He knew a lot of Alien Ant Farm songs.
It was almost like he was just reading, like
off his phone.
Yeah.
Right. Listen, I don't know. That was a crazy episode of a podcast. I would say.
Do you think his name is Bob Williams?
Anyway, that's our show, and thanks for listening. Come back next time for another interesting podcast that we will play you here on Podcast Town.
Or the Podcast Underground.
Maybe that.
Maybe it's that.
I don't know. Wait, I don't know.
I don't know.
We have to talk about that.
All right.
Okay.
Well, until next time.
Until next time. Bye.
Podcast Town.